Dusky.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight, you close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's here.
It's a brand new day, never hold on to hate. Cause you was placed here to be great. Please take your place. All queens got a seat at my table. Cause without y'all, then the man ain't able. Melanated queen, connected to the universe. And so I gotta thank my mom for my birth. If hate is the curse, then love is the remedy. So I send you love no matter creed or identity. Until infinity, look at you like you kin to me. Even when we disagree, yo, you still kin to me. In other words, I can't bring you no trouble, can't bring you no beef, don't wanna see you deceased. Now if I'm coming at you, I'm coming with a business plan. Cause every day I'm on some, yo, let's get this money, man. Yeah, and that's my real plans. I rest my head at night, I wake up, I got another plan.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on.
Tell me why we don't get money together, but we'll kill each other over whatever. Running down the freeway, we gonna own down. If Black Lives Matter, why we gonna own down? That's why they laugh and they think that we clowns. They hear what we say, but see how we get down. We gotta change that now, right now to be exact. Cause hurting that man's moms is not where it's at now. Old school, new school, need to learn, yo. They put us in groups so they can make more dough. The young versus the old versus the young. Black versus white, you see the pattern, right? No unity, keep them all on some gutter-ish. This way they don't prosper and get rich. Yo, can't you see it's a trick? Just open your third eye and you'll see the full view of it. Now yo, what if the powers that be know that the real power lies within the people? That's us. And what if they using things like crayon colors, black and white, to separate the people? Hey, yo, you gotta wake up. Don't let them fool y'all. Spread love.
Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight, you close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow. Good morning, it's another day, my friend. But soon the sunshine turns to moonlight, life goes on. You take some time to say goodnight, you close your eyes to dream next thing tomorrow's here again. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, y'all. We're in the building. Y'all know what to do. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can see me. Won't go ahead and get into it. Yes, sir. Back at it another Monday morning. Woo-wee. Wow. I can't believe we're here. I can't believe it's Monday already. Hopefully y'all are doing good. Let me see how we looking. Oh, yeah, you already know. Looking all crispy and clean on the screen. Welcome, y'all. Welcome back to another YouTube live stream and another episode of the Music Morning Show. I'm your host, ClassE Beats of ClassEbeats.com. Today, wow, we are going to get right back into it, y'all. I know a lot has happened over the weekend. I really want to key in on some things that happened during this Young Thug YSL trial situation, but we're actually not going to talk about the trial specifically, but we're going to go back to the ex parte meeting, and I've got some news for y'all. And I think you guys will definitely find interesting about some of the people who are involved in this case. It gets crazy. Y'all are going to be surprised if you haven't seen this yet, but we're going to go ahead and get into it. First, let me say what's up to everybody who's in the building, man. I can sit my chair up a little bit. Who we got in here? We got Song of the Night Live is in the building. Okay, I see y'all over there creeping. Mixed Chick Samantha's in the building. She says, good morning, everybody. Good to see you. We got Mosh up in here. What's up, Mosh? Always good to see you. Jakey G's in the building. Shout out to Jakey G. We got Bushido Bands up in here. We have Amy in the building. She says, good morning, fan. And then she shows me some love. As always, got to give Amy a round of applause. Always good to see the amazing Amy in here. Jakey G said, we looking crispy and clean on the screen. You already know. All right. And I see we have over 100,000 of y'all in here. Thank you again for y'all for being here. Also, thank you to the 60,000 of you that liked the video. If y'all could, just make sure you like the video on your way in. Not only is it free, but it does help the show continue to grow, and it lets the algorithm know you guys are enjoying the show, and it shares it with more people. So it takes 2 seconds. Just tap that little like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, we are here Monday through Friday religiously at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you don't want to miss any time we go live, we're also dropping 2 videos every single day. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything we've got going on. All right. So let's go ahead and get into a couple of announcements here, and then we're going to get right into our topics. All right. So first of all, y'all know it's Monday tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the ClassE Beats YouTube channel. We have another episode 2 of the Song of the Night Live. We are going to be hearing some amazing music. We're also going to be giving away $100 and a brand new Shure 55SH microphone. And this season, every single show this season, we are going to give away 4 door prizes. So you still got more opportunities to win, more opportunities to hear some great music, find and discover some new artists, and just have a good time watching the show. So make sure y'all stop by tonight, and if you're an artist, get your music ready and bring it on to the show. All right, that's pretty much all the announcements I have today. Y'all know tomorrow, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have our new show that we host at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to be doing some more in-depth critiques of your music, also possibly some live mixing and mastering band lab. That is the wrong screen, so make sure y'all stay tapped in and locked in for that. I think that's pretty much all the announcements I have. Man, who's ready for some USA basketball? A lot of y'all know I'm big into basketball, especially now that Team USA is getting ready to start up their games this week. I'm excited. The first game is on Wednesday. So if you're tuned into the Wednesday show, Song of the Night Live, I am going to be a little distracted, all right? Because I do not want to miss out on any games that are taking place this season, especially when it comes to Olympic basketball, because this is going to be one for the history books for sure. So I want to make sure I'm a part of it. So let me see what else y'all are saying in the chat, and then we'll go ahead and get into our first topic. Let me see. We've got Jakey G in here, and I didn't ask y'all how y'all were doing too, by the way. How's everybody doing on this Monday morning? Hopefully y'all are doing well. Jakey G says the show is growing, man. Yeah, man, we've been consistent, so I would expect nothing less. Jakey G said, I'm ready for the heat. Okay, shout out to Jakey G, Miami Heat fan. Amy dropping the balls in the chat. I see Jakey G said, I'm ready for football. Yeah, I fell out of love with football. I'm good on football now that Brady's gone. It's just kind of, it's not exciting to me anymore. I played football in college, and you know, I was already kind of out on football. I didn't want my son to play football because of just all the injuries and all the wear and tear it does on your body. And then now seeing that my GOAT is gone, I'm good on basketball, man. And he's not even my GOAT. He's the GOAT. Let's just be real. Amy says, I'm ready for basketball and football. I'm ready for basketball for sure. Amy's out here with me in Atlanta. Amy, do you ever get to any Hawks or Falcons games? I meant to ask you that. Yeah, you'll have to let me know. What else y'all have going on? Let me know what else, and then we'll go ahead and get right into it. Amy says she does. Amy would be hitting up all the sports events out here in Atlanta. I know. I got to get to one. I have not, since I've been here, I have not been to a Hawks game, and I haven't been to a Falcons game yet. I've done pretty much everything else except those two, which are some of the biggest ones. But I mean, who wants to go to a Atlanta Falcons game? Let's be real. Excuse me. No, I might need to get my cough drops real quick. I didn't think I was having issues still. Jakey G says, it's Monday. I'm cooling off work for a week. Oh, okay, nice. So you're off from work for a week. Shout out to Jakey G. Nothing wrong with that. All right, I need to go grab some cough drops real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and switch to this screen. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. Let me turn the music up for you too.
You're so captivating. You stick by my side even when it's raining. We've been through the storm, we've been through the pain. This time our love it ain't in vain. 'Cause yes, it's true that I do love you and you're always on my mind. My forever love this time. Baby, it's true that I want you and need you in my life. There's nothing left to say. 'Cause you fight another
All right, here we go.
day. Baby, come my way.
What does Amy say? She says, I still support them even though they suck. Love of the sport. Yeah, for sure. I'm with you on that too, Amy. I'll definitely support the Hawks since I'm here. The Falcons, with me being a Tom Brady fan, I grew up as a New England Patriots fan, which I definitely should not admit while I'm here in Atlanta, especially since that what happened in that fourth quarter with the 24-3 lead. So I definitely don't mention that, but this is a safe space, so I can let y'all know that. But yeah, it's tough for me to cheer for the Falcons, to be honest. And the Falcons haven't been able to put it together in a long time. I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you're seeing, what you think, Amy. But when it comes to the Atlanta Hawks, the Atlanta Braves, I'm all up in there. Amy, what does she say? She says, my grandfather was the original artist who created the Falcons logo. Hey, that's dope. Shout out to him. Shout out to Hollywood Co. He deleted his comment. Y'all know I can see your comments after you delete them, right? But I won't read that out loud since you deleted it, Hollywood Co. Always good to see you in here. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into our topic today. Now, we have a few things we're going to cover. This is all around the YSL case. I know y'all have really been enjoying and showing love for these YSL trial topics, so we're going to keep talking about it. I enjoy talking about it. A lot of y'all know I enjoy learning about and understanding and figuring out things when it comes to the law. And because this one, it hits home. I mean, I won't say I know a lot of the people involved in this case, but I'm very familiar with the case and the people surrounding this case. So it's been great for me to cover this case and find out more information about it. But we've got something we're going to talk about today that is extremely interesting. I'm going to give my overall thoughts about what's going on. And then I definitely want to hear y'all's thoughts on what's happening with this whole YSL case too. Also, if you guys want to call in, you do have the option to call in and share your thoughts as well. The link to call in is in the description as well as in the pinned comment in the chat. So we'll have 3 topics in here and we're going to take a break in between all 3 of the topics. So if you guys want to call in and share your thoughts during each break in between, please do that, because I love not only interacting with y'all, but I love hearing y'all's thoughts too. I think it makes for a great conversation. We got Snapper Slapper in here. What's up, mate? We about to get into it. Good to see you. Yeah, we got 130,000 people watching the show. Shout out to them. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So you guys may be surprised, maybe as surprised with this as I am, but I was completely shocked and surprised when I found out that Kayla Bumpus started a YouTube channel. Now, we gotta shout out Kayla and give her a round of applause because she is absolutely killing it. She's taken major advantage of everything that's going on with all the publicity and all the interviews she's been able to do as a result of this YSL trial. Now, think about it. She's only been involved in this case for barely a day, but so much happened within that day that she was involved in the case, whether it be her getting fired by Lil Woody or her being involved in this ex parte meeting. But she recently started a YouTube video and I was there in the chat and able to see her first live stream that she did a few days ago. I believe it was over the weekend or Friday night. But anyway, so she had a lot of people come up to her channel. She had a popular YouTuber that came up and was talking about some of the things going on in the case. She had Lil Woody even came up, which we're going to talk about and listen to what he had to say about the trial as well. And then she even had the person who brought her into the case, Jon Melnick, come up and talk about the whole situation and everything that went on with her even having to go to court in the first place. Now, I do want to say, with this being an ongoing case, I am very surprised and shocked at how open everybody is being about what's happening during this case, what's going on in the media. You even had, I believe it was AV, had Yak Gotti's lawyer on her live stream as well, and he was talking about some of the things that were going on. So it's very interesting to see the age that we're in, to where everybody can get a camera, they can go on the live stream and have 30,000 people watching and hearing what they're saying. I'll be interested to see how the state handles this, because a lot of information about this case is getting out. Obviously nothing that's going to damage the reputation or, you know, be harmful to the case, but I think it's a fine line that they're walking when it comes to having conversations about this case. Either way, y'all let me know what you think about that in the comments. We're going to go ahead and check out this first segment of this live stream where Kayla brings up Jon Melnick. Now, if y'all don't remember who Jon Melnick was, he was Lil Woody's original attorney. He wasn't able to be there for Lil Woody on that Friday. I want to say it was either June 8th or June 7th, I believe, was the Friday that he was arrested and held in contempt, because Jon Melnick wasn't able to be there because he had some non-refundable tickets. He was out of state. So then he called Kayla in, and the state said, hey, we're going to call Woody up and we're going to ask him if he wants to testify. Jon Melnick said, no, please don't do that. I'm not there. I'm not going to be able to properly represent him. So then Kayla comes in. Lil Woody, he pleads the fifth. He says, they say you can't plead the fifth because you have immunity, and now he's in jail, right? So ever since then, Kayla was the one who was involved in this, but Jon Melnick was the initial representative for Lil Woody. So Kayla's going to bring him up, and he's going to talk a little bit about some of the things that happened behind the scene that may have not been covered or brought up by the state and weren't mentioned in the transcript as well. All right, so y'all check this out.
We got, it's who everybody wants to know. Where is, look who we got, guys. Everybody put a green heart in the chat for Melnick. Come on, he's not gonna talk.
How you doing, Kayla?
How you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
Doing good.
Great.
Look at all the green hearts you're getting.
Great. All right. Well, what do you want to know? What does everybody want to know?
What does everybody want to know? Okay. So, Melnick, can you first tell everybody that you do not hate me?
Of course not. Absolutely not. You were doing me a huge favor.
Okay, everybody's been asking about stand-in attorneys, and a lot of people have been giving me pushback and saying that in the transcript that I did not stand up for Woody, and I did not say anything, and I let the state badger him, and I did not protect his rights. And I have been telling them that I didn't have a duty to Simone or Adrian, and that I allowed them to do what they wanted to do. And off the record, I talked to our client, which would not.
Okay, so just to give y'all a little bit of background again on this. So Kayla was brought in at the last minute. She didn't know anything about the case. And if y'all go back and watch the videos where we reviewed the transcript from that secret meeting, she makes it well aware that she has no idea what's going on. She's unfamiliar with the case. And I'm surprised to hear her say that people are saying she didn't stand up for Woody or didn't defend him. I personally wasn't seeing that when it came to the transcript. It seems like she asked some great questions. She had a lot of insight for Woody when it comes to making sure he understood and knew what his rights were. But she was in a terrible situation. And whether you want to blame Jon Melnick or not, I mean, she did volunteer and say that she would go, obviously, because she has a good relationship with him. So I'm not seeing that as much, but we'll keep letting her go.
Or Adrian, and that I allowed them to do what they wanted to do. And off the record, I talked to our client, which would not be in the transcript.
Right.
But could you explain to them what a stand-in attorney is and what's the role of a stand-in attorney?
Well, essentially, you were filling my role in this case. I had represented Kenneth for a while, and when the state surprisingly was intending to call him as a witness without speaking with me beforehand, I
It's crazy.
notified them that Kenneth didn't want to testify. We had a hearing in front of Judge Glanville. Glanville said we were going to reconvene the hearing on Monday. Well, that Monday, June the 10th, was not a good day for me because I had plans to go out of town. So I called you and I said, please help me out here. Just come to court. All Kenneth wants to do is take the fifth. And then all this happened.
So there's a lot there as well. So basically, Melnick, he has to be accountable for the fact that he did not file his time with the court. Now, he had filed, apparently, or allegedly, I should say, he had filed that he was going to be on leave or that he wasn't going to be available with another court, but he did not let Judge Glanville know specifically that he was going to be gone. So whether you wanted to say the prosecution took advantage of the situation or not, the fact is that John did not let them know well enough in advance that he was going to be gone. Now, he had filed something else with another court in December saying, hey, y'all, I'm going to be out of there. But he did not inform specifically Judge Glanville that he was going to be missing. Now, could they have shown some grace? Could they have maybe moved to another witness? Could they have gone to a different type of questioning? Possibly, yeah, but it's still on John to make sure he had someone there, which is why he then brought in Kayla Bumpus. All right, and there's where we go in the story.
Okay, and then another thing people have been just bashing me about is if Melnick was there, he would have never let this meeting go on.
Well, and I mean, this is a first of its kind type of thing that I've ever seen anywhere. So I don't know that any lawyer has enough experience or knowledge or know-how to deal with these types of issues that you were presented with that day, something that I never would have anticipated. I certainly anticipated that the state was going to try to get Kenneth to testify, but I never would have anticipated that you would have been summoned into a courtroom in front of a judge with a court reporter and several deputies and both prosecuting attorneys or all the prosecuting attorneys, and that this would have happened. Never.
Yeah, and I get John's probably trying to defend her. I was just, if you had been in I would just assume that if you had been in so many of these types of meetings, you would know if the defense is there, something's not right. So again, did Kayla do her best in this situation and not bring that up and not mention it? I don't know. She already mentioned before in the past, and we've reviewed interviews from her to where she said the judge didn't say that this was a secret meeting, that we weren't supposed to let anybody know about this meeting from the meeting. So in the transcripts, they don't show anything about that too, which we're going to get into the transcripts in a second. So you guys will have to let me know what you think. Did Kayla do her best, and should she have spoke up and be like, hey, where's the defense at? Why are we meeting without them? Giving Lil Woody a little bit more time. I don't know.
I've never heard of it happening before, and neither has anybody else.
Okay, so you don't have to answer this. I think we talked about this. You can say no. Okay, but this is what we're gonna do, Melnick. You got 3 questions I'm gonna ask you, right? So
okay.
One, you can plead the fifth on one. You can get forced immunity on one. And the third one you gotta answer, okay?
All right, let's go.
Okay. Everybody wants to know, did you file the bar complaint on Adrian?
No, I have not.
Okay, well now you got 3 more. You still gotta go. Okay, so no bar complaint on Adrian. Okay, everybody wants to know, did you really send Adrian an email that says F you?
So it's very misunderstood, okay? I didn't
and we
just
read this
say
in the transcript.
F you, all right? Here's the context. I had sent an email, and I'm not looking at the emails right now, so this is not verbatim. I had sent an email saying, Kenneth has always said that he didn't want to testify. you knew this, and you've created this situation. Miss Love sent me a response saying, whose interests are you looking out for? Are you looking out for Kenneth's interests, or are you looking out for the interests of Mr. Steele's client and Mr. Shart's client? Which is an implication that I'm doing anything that I'm trying to help out somebody else's client, that I don't have my own client's best interests at heart.
Yeah, that's
which
messed
is
up thing to
essentially
say.
the worst thing you could ever accuse an attorney, a criminal defense attorney, of doing. So I wrote her back and I said, if that's what you think that I'm doing, if you think I'm doing anything other than protecting Kenneth Copeland, then you can go F yourself. Those were my exact words.
Yo,
Maybe not the
Melnick
best
was
choice
not
of
having
words
it.
I've ever used.
She deserved it. Don't apologize, man.
Anyway, but I did send the infamous email.
Okay, and so we just thank you so much for coming on here. What do you think is going to happen with this trial being on pause? Do you think that Judge Cross should recuse herself, or how do you feel about what's next?
Well, I think the case should go to somebody outside of Fulton County, somebody who does not have an ongoing professional relationship with Judge Glanville and with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. I think they need to bring a judge in from outside the county to hear the motion to recuse.
Yeah, and we've talked about this as well. It's looking like that is already going to happen because Mr. Weinstein, Yak Gotti's lawyer, has already filed something saying, hey, I want everybody who is in Fulton County to recuse themselves from this case. So everyone that's a judge, they should just go ahead and say, I'm not even going to touch this. I'm not even going to touch this case. I'm not going to touch any of these motions to recuse because we're not going to have and be able to give a fair decision, which I think is the right thing to do. Whether they're going to do it, we have yet to be seen. And today is a big day because if you guys remember, we talked about Judge Krause issuing something to the state, or I should say to the court, and specifically to Judge Glanville, saying that there needed to be a response to all 3 recusals today. So we have until 5 p.m. today to find out what Judge Glanville's response is going to be to these 3 recusals trying to get him kicked off of the case. So it'll be interesting to see what happens because Mr. Weinstein doesn't even want Judge Krause, who is actually moving the conversation forward, to be on this case. He doesn't want her in there either. He wants everybody from Fulton County out. So we're going to see what happens here shortly.
Do you think that if this goes to the Fulton, if this trial were to go anywhere other than Fulton County, that these guys would get a fair trial?
Whew, that's a tough one. You mean Jeffrey Williams and everybody else? Would they get a fair trial if it were transferred out of Fulton County?
Yeah.
Whew. I'm trying to think of where cases, if there's ever been a change of venue out of Fulton County and where they've gone to. So if the case were to be transferred out of Fulton County, it would have to go to a county with comparable demographics. And one county that comes to mind that I think would have comparable demographics is Chatham County, which is Savannah. God,
don't send them to Savannah.
Would they get a fair trial in Savannah? I don't know. It's a really good question. It's really hard to say. I think they get a fair trial. Whether they get the outcome they want is a different story.
All right. Well, we know everybody. Attorney Melnick is preparing for a murder trial that's going out on Monday, so we can't take too much of his time. But we want to say thank you so much for coming on here. You are the missing piece to the whole story. Everybody's question is Melnick still in Alaska with the non-refundable ticket?
Alaska was beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, he was out there chilling, man. Nothing wrong with that.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Kayla. Take care.
Okay, good luck.
All right, so there it is, man. Shout out to Kayla doing her YouTube thing and Jon Melnick coming up to clear some things up. I want to look at the bigger picture on this for a second. When it comes to attorneys and witnesses being able to go on YouTube and talk about these cases while they're ongoing, I mean, Lil Woody's a sworn witness, and y'all are going to see in a second. We're going to hear from Lil Woody when it comes to his thoughts on the entire transcript. But I just think if I were an attorney, I would say, hey, You don't need to be talking about this. I'm not going to talk about it while it's ongoing on YouTube. You shouldn't talk about it and be on YouTube talking about it. So I think I think Kayla is playing a very, very risky game when it comes to talking about this while the trial is ongoing. Same thing with Lil Woody. And Lil Woody actually started a YouTube channel. We're going to talk about it in a minute. But he started a YouTube channel as well. So that's the bigger picture amongst all this. But as a content creator, y'all know I love it. I love being able to hear things directly from the source. And even in this case specifically, we got to hear right from Kayla. We got to hear right from Jon exactly what they're saying went on. Now, there's some things I'm going to call into question in a later video when it comes to some of the things Kayla said, because she's kind of starting to contradict herself. But we'll get to that in a minute. Either way, y'all let me know what you think. Is it looking like the case is going to be moved to another county? We're going to see what happens later on today, and I will keep you guys up to date to that. Do you think it's wise for someone who's actively involved and has an ongoing case to be speaking about these things on the YouTube channel? No, y'all, let's see what y'all say. And shout out to everybody who's in here too. We got a bunch of new timers in the building. Shout out to Get Black With Me. Appreciate you. Snappa Slap is in here. We also had Jay Fanuke is in the building, and Gigi is in here as well. Let's see what y'all said. He said, not the dirty bird. Hollywood Coast said she's ghetto. Dang. Kayla, I think she's just starting out on YouTube. So y'all know, even if you go back and watch some of the videos that I did and some of the live streams I did 3 months ago, I'm still struggling when it comes to YouTube. Being on this side of the camera, there's a lot that goes into it. And especially if you want to do it well. So you have to learn how to talk. You have to learn to, like, there's no person. Y'all realize that, right? There's no person here. I am looking at a machine and talking to a camera. So it definitely, it takes a lot to get used to. You got to learn how to talk, how to sound natural. So I get she's probably going through some things, and her voice is probably going to sound a little rehearsed and a little bit tense, but she'll get into it. So y'all got to give her a little bit of a break. I think it's dope that she is capitalizing off of all of the publicity that she's getting, and she's going to make some nice money off this too. Y'all see this one live stream she did got 73,000 views. And I will tell you right now, I had a video last week that got 50,000, or I think it's at 58,000 views right now. So, I mean, she's going to be doing pretty well when it comes to YouTube. So I hope she keeps going. I hope she sticks with it. I know she's mentioned several times that she just doesn't want to be the YSL. She doesn't want to just be YSL Kayla, because she has a lot more to offer. At the same time, you got to understand content, and you got to understand. And this is more so my message to her. The people are there because they want to hear her thoughts and her opinions on this case. So just give the people what they want. And then when the case is over, you have the opportunity to be able to transition into something else. Anyway, Get Black With Me says, dang, I wouldn't hire her. Oh man, what happened? Get Black With Me. Why not? We've also got Ricardo is in here, says, Judge Glanville did in fact call Kayla Bumpus out. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a second. And there's a reason why Judge Glanville called her out, because allegedly there's a video of Kayla talking to some members of the defense after the ex parte meeting. Now, a lot of people were going at me in the comments of some of the videos. They said, oh, Kayla said she wasn't a mole. Kayla said she didn't do anything. Well, y'all are going to see here very shortly in the next couple of segments that there's some contradicting statements. And when she brings up this video, it's looking like I was right and my thoughts were right, because she never clearly in those last interviews said, I'm not the mole. And we'll get into it here in a second. Y'all will see. But Get Black With Me said he wouldn't hire her. Dang. I thought she did. She did okay. He said she's trying to defend herself against the trolls. Even Woody told her to stop paying attention to what people are saying. It's hard, man. I'm telling y'all, when it comes to this content creation space, there's a lot of noise. And that's why I'm saying, if I'm an attorney, I'm just going to stay locked in and focus. I'm not going to be sitting up here on YouTube, but that's just me. Snapper Slapper said accountability. Get Black With Me says they should have spoken to him before talking to his client. Yeah, it was just all so last minute. It's really it really seems like a mess. Snapper Slapper says shady business. Oh, wait until now. We've been giving a lot of smoke to the prosecution, but shout out to Miss Bumpus. When y'all hear how she's connected to some of the people in this case, I think you're gonna find it very interesting as well. All right, and again, we're not throwing shots at anybody. We're just stating the facts. All right, Jay Fanuc is in the building. What's up, man? Gigi is up in here, says she still left Lil Woody hanging. She's trying to build her image with Instagram. Yeah, and she mentioned that, which I think is fine. Nothing wrong with that. She's taking advantage of the situation. Let me see what else is saying. Get Black With Me says she's a lawyer. That is true. Snapper Slapper says streaming ain't as easy as it looks. 100%. 100%. Get Black With Me says, but only 58K likes. There's a reason, I think, and it's probably because it was her first one. And so I give her some time. This was her first live stream ever. So we got to give her a little bit of break. Smoking the ones in here. He said transition into something else. It's hashtag pride. Pride month is over. So yeah, we're done with Pride month now. So we all good on that. Get Black With Me said she has literally outlived her usefulness. Dang! Get Black With Me is not feeling Kayla. God dang. Get Black With Me, that's tough. Amy says, Kayla Bumpus, hold on. I gotta move this because I can't see. Amy says, Kayla Bumpus makes me think she is low-key working for the state with these lives she is hosting on YouTube. Now Young Thug's sister is on her live. This could hurt his case. I'm gonna leave the black thing alone, but y'all know I'm not gonna say this on YouTube, but I just want our people to just be careful, because I'm glad y'all have this platform. I'm glad you're in this situation, but just don't mess it up, man. Because I know you get the wrong person up there, you get the wrong person saying something, saying the wrong thing, and then it's just like Amy said, it's just over. And I was gonna reveal this later, but Kayla is actually the godmother to someone who's related to Young Thug. Smokey Sam. I'm not gonna say that. I'll put it up on the screen, Smokey. Yeah, Kayla is related to someone on Young Thug's side. So this whole thing is just a mess, in my opinion. But hey, Gigi says she had Young Thug's sister on last night. Yeah, we're probably going to talk about that tomorrow, because again, as a content creator, I absolutely love this, but I do care about people, especially people that I know who are close to the situation, and people that I have come in contact with as well. I think this is extremely foolish, if I were just to give my opinion, for her to be doing it this way. I think she could have better conversations without risking certain things in the case. But hey, she's a professional. I'm just a YouTube person talking about it. So I'm gonna leave it alone. Get Black With Me says, as an attorney, she should know better. I just wouldn't do it. It just doesn't seem like it's worth it to me. Snapper Slapper says, doesn't matter what color you are, loose lips sink ships. Because if you think about it, say she just gets into it, she gets excited, and she says, or she mentions something about a conversation that she had with Lil Woody during the ex parte meeting. It could be something simple. Say she says, Yeah, well, when the judge left the room, I told Lil Woody that he didn't even have to worry about it. And if he wants to say this over and over and over, I told him he could, and that was fine. And then he said back to me, well, I don't want to do it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to say, I don't recall over and over. That conversation, that simple conversation, she could lose her license to practice just like that, because that conversation was attorney-client privilege, because at that time she was still representing Woody, and she can't share that type of information with anybody. So again, this is why I'm just, it makes me so nervous and so worried that everything you worked for in your whole life could be changed, because I know how easy and how much I have to monitor and constantly think about the things I'm saying on YouTube, just because, you know, I want to be professional and I want this channel to be a certain thing. I cannot imagine it being at stake, being a lawyer and having attorney-client privilege. At some point, you're going to say something you don't realize you said, and then you're getting a phone call from the state bar. So I hate it. I hate that she's doing it this way. And I hope she begins to kind of pivot away from this type of, this is what's going on in my experience in this case, because yeah, I think I would hate to see her lose all of that she's worked for just over some YouTube videos. Laugh, always have fun. That is a dope name. I love that. Says, she did her best. In my opinion, the state and judge were playing dirty. That is a fact that they're playing dirty. I agree. And I also agree with you that she's doing her best. I think so too. I'm professionally connected, says Republic Room. No other law tuber needs you to see the real them. She's another highly educated black woman dealing with low males. I said it. Yeah, Republic Room, we gotta, I really want to protect Kayla in this sense. And I just hope that she starts to pull back from this part of it, because it's still a lot going on right now. Gwendolyn's in the building. Shout out to the lovely Gwendolyn. Good to see you in here. Thank you for stopping by. Mixed Chick Samantha said she definitely should have kept that quiet and most definitely not have showed the child's face. She's got a lot to learn when it comes to YouTube. Gwendolyn says, I don't see anything wrong with that. She's done or said. We're going to get into it in a second, Gwendolyn, and hopefully you'll stick around and you can give your thoughts on that too. Let me see if anybody called in. Amy says, I can't believe the whole situation is real life. It's a whole soap opera. Yeah, I'm going to read a couple more comments and then we're going to move into the next section. Let me see here. All right, here we go. Let me get this queued up. And again, if y'all haven't yet, please make sure y'all like the video. We've got Helen Vegas. It says, in my humble opinion, Ms. Bumpus is very unprofessional. This is a very serious case. Lawyers don't act the way she does. She's destroying her own career. Dang. We had Get Black With Me said that they wouldn't hire her. Let me just ask y'all a question in the chat. If you see that your lawyer is on YouTube talking about an ongoing case, is bringing some of their clients up or former clients up on YouTube, asking them questions about an ongoing case and doing interviews, is that someone that you would want to represent you? I'm going to leave it to y'all, and y'all can decide and let me know what you think. When it comes to the statement about her being unprofessional, me being me, there's so many things I don't talk about on the live stream with my personal life, just because I don't want all that stuff being out there. So when it comes to legal matters, I definitely wouldn't be talking about that on YouTube. So personally, I would see it as unprofessional and be like, man, if this lawyer is running to YouTube and talking about ongoing cases, how do I know my case isn't going to come up on? So I'm not a fan of it personally, but hey, y'all might think differently. Some of y'all might not think it's a big deal. Let me know. Get Black With Me says she is excited about becoming internet famous, which explains the adult onesies in red. I didn't see that, and but I'm gonna take your word for it. Get black with me, and that doesn't sound like something I would want to see. So, wow, there's got to be a story there. Amy says she's definitely pushing the envelope. Smuggling One says she's gonna get someone killed. Dang. Dang. I pray not. Snapper Slapper says, I agree, it does seem unprofessional. Republic Room says her Instagram let me down. Stereotype. Oh no, say all right. Are we gonna I don't want this to be the Diss Kayla show. Cause again, she's new to YouTube, she's new to content creation. I think she's genuinely just trying to figure out a way that she can capitalize off of all the publicity she's getting. With that being said, I don't even know what her IG is. Let me see if I could just find it by typing in Kayla Bumpus. Hold on a second. What's her IG, y'all? I have a feeling I'm gonna regret this. Okay, it's Bless Choir. Okay. She doesn't have that many pictures. Oh, it's not that bad. It's she must have fixed some things about her IG, because I'm not seeing any onesie. I see a pool picture. The rest of it's just her interview. So I think she must have cleaned some of it up. Shout out to Kayla. She said people were getting mad at her for posting this picture next to Ferrari. Get your bag, Kayla. I'm not mad at it. She must have cleaned some of it up. Snapper Slapper says she's thirsty. And then some of y'all are answering the question I asked about, would you want your lawyer to do this? Laugh, always have fun says you fired. Smuggling One said, Hollywood Coast said the same thing. Mixture Samantha says, I would question why she feels the need to defend herself so much. Well, again, the chat, I won't say the chat. People in the comments were killing me because I said, I still think Kayla was the mole. I think she's not telling the whole truth. And there's a reason why she hasn't come out and explicitly said, I'm not the mole. And even if she said that, I mean, she's a lawyer. So take that for what you will. But come to find out, as we're going to see a little bit later, she did actually have and admit she had conversations with people about the ex parte meeting. Skip Willis says she figures everybody else is capitalizing off the case, so she might as well too. I have no problem with that at all. I just think she needs to make sure she does it in a safe and clean way. Gigi says she's going to have Christina Peterson on tomorrow. I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, well, we might talk about that tomorrow. I don't know if it's necessarily it applies because we're not really covering that case. And I think that goes away from kind of the music morning show because it's not in the music realm. But I don't see why she would need to have Christina Peterson on the show. She is wrong. She was clearly wrong. She did everything she could have possibly did wrong. Even after she knew it was a police officer who she pushed and slapped several times. So why she would want to have Kayla or Christina Peterson on, I don't know. It's probably some black women stand up for each other type thing, which nah, when if you touch a police officer, you're on your own. Black, white, brown, green, orange, it's stupid. And as a judge, you should just know better. So I don't want to hear from Christina Peterson on anything. We saw her side of the story live and in 1080p. So yeah, get her out of here. But it'll be interesting to see. I'm definitely going to watch it. I don't know if we'll talk about it on this channel. I probably need to start another channel just to talk about other stuff. Snapper Slapper says, how about capitalize on your profession? Yep. And I think that's what she wants to do. Smuggling One said, I already followed her. Oh my God. Mixed Chick Samantha says she has her godson's pic. She has a pic with her godson on IG. Now I know she shows it in the video. We'll get into that in a second. Amy says she cleaned her IG. Her IG was ghetto before she cleaned it. I believe she's working both sides. Hey, I'm glad she cleaned it up. That's a shout out to her. All right, I'm gonna read a couple more comments and we'll get back into our topics today. Amy says, Smokey, she literally working both sides. Mixed Chick Samantha says, no one would be in her comments if she wasn't on YouTube though. So you're saying she wouldn't have to defend herself if she wasn't doing interviews and talking about it on YouTube. Yeah, it's true. I don't think she's horrible, but ma'am, be quiet. She says, shut the hell up. Yeah. Get black with me, said birds of a feather flock together. Ooh. Skip Willis said, you're right. And then Snappa Slappa says the extra attention is not needed. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, there's ways she can do it. I think she's got a lot she's got to learn when it comes to the content creation game. I think she will get there, but for now, this is just she needs to chill on this case specifically, I think. But hey, let me know what y'all think. Smokey, he's trying to see all of that over on her IG. Now her IG is looking nice right now. So I must have missed the onesie. I can't say that I'm disappointed. All right, here we go. Let's keep it moving. So thank you again to everybody who's commenting. If y'all want to call in and you want to share your thoughts on the show, you can do that. The link to call in is in the is in the description as well as in the pinned comment in the chat. All right. So let's keep it going. So now Kayla, she is still going on her YouTube, this live stream. And if y'all haven't checked out the live stream, I'll make sure I link it in the description below as well. So y'all can go watch the full thing. And so that you can go subscribe to Kayla's channel. So you can see anytime that she goes lives or drops a new video. But she kept going on this live stream. She actually went for a few hours and talked about a lot. One thing I thought that was extremely interesting and shocked me is this next person that she brought up onto her live stream. All right, y'all check this out. You know who it's gonna be.
The transcript, we can review the transcript. I'm here to introduce myself. Oh God, y'all, here we go. Look who we got, y'all. It's Mr. Copeland.
Oh man. Y'all know Woody's already been going live. I mentioned to y'all earlier, he's got his own YouTube channel that he most recently started. And this is just, it keeps getting messier and messier. And I worry for these two right here, but we'll see what they say.
You just missed Melnick.
I'll watch it.
Oh, okay.
Woody, man. Dang. Come on, Woody.
Woody, is
Go
the
be with your kids,
transcript
man.
complete? You say no?
You know that.
All right. So the reason she asked her that is because if you guys haven't seen the full read of the transcript, we went through the whole thing on the previous live stream, and I actually broke down the full transcript we read into several videos. So y'all can go back and review those. But the reason she asked him that is because there were lots of places in the transcript that were blanked out, or they were skipped over, or we don't know what happened. Maybe the court reporter wasn't able to catch everything. And it looks like a lot of it had been doctored. Some of it had been changed. Glanville said he was going to give the full, unedited, undoctored, unredacted transcript. Well, we don't believe him, because if you look at that transcript, there are so many places that doesn't make sense. Even in conversation where you have either Miss Love or you have ADA Hilton is talking about, oh, I just said such and such, but you don't see where they said that anywhere in the transcript. So the reason she's asking him that is because there's been a lot of speculation that Judge Glanville did not actually submit the unredacted transcript. We're going to see what happens with that, though.
So, guys, I just want to say that even though Woody fired me, as you all know, I still have to protect his interest. And I want to say we will not be talking about the case. He cannot answer anything. As you guys have seen over and over again, the state is watching. I'm sure they're on. Say hi to the state, everybody, because we know they're watching.
Oh my gosh. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Why would you be this brazen? We already see how this case is going. Say hi to the state because they're watching is wild. Oh my God.
He's talking about
This is
case.
painful.
He cannot answer anything. As you guys have seen over and over again, the state is watching. I'm sure they're on. Say hi to the state, everybody, because we know they're watching. So we got to protect Woody. We don't want anything to come of this. But what questions do you have for Woody? Did you fire me for real?
This is crazy.
Have they released you, or do you still have to go back?
Also, given another little piece of background, Lil Woody fired her before he went on to the stand that day. And then he also did it again once he got up to the stand because they've known each other for a long time. He wanted to do her a favor. She didn't want to be there. She didn't want to have to stay until Melnick got back. So he said, yeah, she fired when he got up on the stand.
They better release me.
They released you. Have they released you, or do you still have to go back?
They better release me.
No, we still got 17 hours of
Have they
footage,
released
Woody.
you, or did they say they may call to ask you some more questions? No, nothing. Huh? Do you have anything you want to say to everybody? No.
You all right?
Yes, we
I'm
did.
okay. All right, everybody say thank you for joining us to Woody.
Yeah, because I don't know what I'm doing on here, so.
Well, you're doing a good job. Everybody, drop a green heart for Woody. Let's see green hearts. Come on, let me get some green hearts.
Not no green heart. You know how these people play. Put a white heart
I
on.
love green. That's my favorite color. I've been making.
Yeah, I love green too. But
Okay, let's drop pink hearts for Woody.
Yeah, pink will do it.
Okay, let's do.
We don't want the green hearts for slime. Come on, YSL Woody.
Everything we do is, you know how they do it. You know what's going on.
Look, Woody. So, do you think that all these? How you feel about all these memes on the internet? Do you think they're funny?
No, these people see me out in.
We lost him.
Oh, he's gone.
Let's see if we get him back, guys.
I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think about this. I think this is crazy.
Oh, he's gone.
This
well,
is
we
sad.
heard a little bit. We'll see if he comes back, but he doesn't think they're funny, guys. This is his life, his livelihood. You know, a lot of people think that he fired me and there was a bad blood, but there wasn't. If you were in the courtroom, a lot of people caught it. Like a lot of my people that are in tune and watching all the time, they caught it, and I mouth to him, I say, thank you. Here, he's back, guys. Here you go. Okay, what'd you say, Woody? Do you think these memes and all these things are funny? No.
No.
Do you like when people like keep trying to record you and walk up on you?
No.
You want them to stop?
I think they be trying to get my location. And I'm going to get their ass if they do get my location up.
Well, Woody can't be saying that, man. But yeah, people should not be walking up to him because it's not really Woody's fault because this whole thing is being televised and you've got thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people talking about it every single day. So, I mean, it's not on him, but again, he's on the stand for a reason. So it is what it is, man. You got to take the good with the bad.
Well, y'all know Woody gonna be Woody. So you don't ever sit back and look at some of these moments from court and just laugh? You gotta laugh because that's what. Hey,
I was too drained to look at them, but when I did look at them, I was like, "What the fuck?"
And like I said, you know, sometimes, you know, me and Woody, we have conversations, but I'm going to be transparent. One day I text him, I say, you know, a lot of people are laughing about this and they think it's funny, but this is really draining and this is our real lives. And So I want everybody to just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you see him. Don't walk up on him. Don't record him. He is still a person. And
I take a picture, but
Would y'all take a
y'all
picture of
gotta
Lil Woody?
understand, bro. Every smile ain't no friendly smile.
right.
You feel me? Like, if you want to take a picture, I take a picture, but out there sneaking recording me, man, I'm very paranoid. And I'm
Well,
paranoid
Yeah.
for our safety.
Conversation
That's
makes
right.
me nervous.
Well, also, let's talk about. Well, we're gonna talk about some things. Do you got time to talk about some things in the transcript, Woody?
You trying to see me back to jail?
No, in the transcript it's public
See,
record.
this
Everybody,
dude is smart, man. Y'all got to give it up for Lil Woody. He's smart. You say you trying to send me back to jail? He knows. Lil Woody knows. He's been in this game a long time. Why you would have a sworn witness on YouTube talking about an ongoing case that he's testifying in, it is beyond me.
I have seen the transcript.
Yeah, but you know how they playing it.
I just want to talk about one thing. It's not about the facts of the case. I just want everybody says that I did not help you in that room and I let them badger you and that I did not protect you. Is that how you felt that day?
You want to prove yourself to people that don't care shit about you.
I'm just asking you, is that how you felt or do you feel like we were
You-
on the same team that day?
You know what's going on, right?
Yes.
You know how it played out, right?
Know how it played out.
So why it matter what the people think?
Just answering the questions for him. But you're right. So that's his
He's
answer.
100% right.
Tell him. You can speak for me on that. Tell him.
Well, the transcript speaks. It says, I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody. I trust her.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah, and what she's talking about here is once they brought Lil Woody into the room, they were going back and forth. The judge was trying to explain or help Woody understand what him perjuring himself was, what perjury means, and the difference between the two. And they were going back and forth trying to cover different definitions. Woody just got confused. And he said, hey, listen, man, I don't know what any of y'all are telling me. I don't understand any of this. I'm getting stressed out. I'm not feeling this at all. I don't trust what any of y'all are saying. I only trust her. And he was referring to Kayla in that situation.
You know me, man. They probably come kicking my door in the morning. They try to get me.
Okay, Woody, well, we won't take up any more of your time. Thank you for joining us. Everybody say thank you to Mr. Copeland.
All right, you take care. And hey, don't stop. Don't be trying to prove yourself to these people that don't care. You know how good you are.
Woody knows.
Thank you.
All right, you take care. For sure. How you get out?
Shout out to Woody,
You
man.
guys know there's never a dull moment with Mr. Copeland. Okay, so now we got two things cleared up. Melnick doesn't hate me and Woody doesn't hate me. So why should you? So everyone should love me now.
If y'all want to go check out Lil Woody's YouTube channel, I'm subscribed. I haven't checked out this video yet, but he started a YouTube channel. This is wild. We're gonna talk about this video or this live stream that they did, kind of going over what happened when Lil Woody fired her. We're not gonna talk about it in this video, but be on the lookout for that because we're gonna break down some of the things that were said here. Again, I just have to restate. I really hope that they handle and understand the gravity of this situation. I know Lil Woody does as well. But a lot of the time it's cool to get this inside information, but they're not really telling us anything we haven't heard them say before. Anything that wasn't said in the transcript. The only thing he said was the transcript wasn't accurate. But that's what we have documented so far. And we don't know if their memory is maybe not the best. They don't remember what happened. So I just hope for both of their sakes, especially Woody said, well, not even especially Woody, but especially Kayla, man. This is not something that you want to lose your license over. I mean, you can make some good money from YouTube, but all that work and effort you put in, just please be careful. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. And then we've got one more thing I want to go over. Some things that were absolutely shocking to me, and y'all are going to hear here in a second. But shout out to everybody who's in the chat too. We've got almost 300,000 people watching. Y'all like the video, man. Smoking the One said, bring that ghetto page back. Smoking, there's plenty of free places you can go and see what you need to see. All right. Republic Room, shout out to the lovely Republic Room, says, I do not follow her anymore. She's another pander. She's another. Oh, I don't know who that is. Phaedra? Who's Phaedra? Dealing with low life males. She should be with the Melnick types, but dealing with Pookies. Yeah, she's all up. She's definitely YSL Kayla for sure. Amy says Republic 100, just a suit on now. God dang, y'all are killing it. Hey, but it is what it is. Republic Room says so immature. Yeah, you could tell Republic Room is a professional because she knows this is just not a great look. Snappa Slappa says she be getting around smoke. Gigi says she told him she wanted out and he fired her. Yep, that's exactly what happened. So the story is Kayla said, hey, Lil Woody, I don't want to stay here. You don't need me. You're already going to testify. They gave you immunity. Can you get me up out of here? He said, yeah, sure. He went up on the stand. He said, she fired. And then Kayla got to go. But she didn't get to go right away because Judge Glanville then found out from Brian Steele saying, hey, y'all had a secret meeting? And Judge Glanville said, hold on. Hey, Kayla, I heard something about you. Word on the street is you're the one who was talking to the defense and told them about this meeting. So you're not going anywhere. I'm holding you in contempt. Kayla says, fine. You want to hold me in contempt? All right. I'm going to try and get you off of this case. And I don't want to go to this hearing that was supposed to take place last week, but then it got moved because everything's placed on hold. So she said, I'm going to file a motion to recuse and I'm going to get you up off the case. Yeah, this is wild, man. Amy says she's probably someone sneaky link on the state side. Oh. Snap and Slapper said probably she's acting untouchable. It is very brave of her to be talking like this. Republic Room says she's attention seeking. That is, you can't deny that as well. Get Black With Me says, I don't trust her to be able to navigate the conversation properly. Every time she brings someone up and she starts talking, I tense up. I'm like, man, Kayla, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Get Black With Me says, for what? Yeah, is it worth it? I don't know. Shout out to Steph Love is up in here, says this is so cringe. It's tough to watch. Every word, every statement she says, I'm like, is this going to be the one? Because you don't want to break privilege. Like you do, man, you do not want to break privilege. You do not want to talk about a conversation that you had with your client. Like you do that, you might as well just take your bar card and put it in the shredder because you're done. Get Black With Me said, I hadn't heard of Young Thug until the trial. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what we're here for. Snapper Sutton said, you wouldn't be paranoid if you weren't doing shady-ish and talking to the feds. Oh, shoot. Republic Room hates this. Is this funny to her? He never really answered her. No. Oh, Javier LaFleur is in here. Our resident attorney is in the building. Shout out to Javier M. Bailey II. Put some respect on his name. Our resident attorney is in here, and I would love to hear his thoughts on everything that's going on. Javi, basically, Kayla started a YouTube channel, and she's been live streaming on her YouTube channel, talking about the transcript, talking about everything that's going on with the trial being paused. She's given a little bit of the background of how she has a relationship with Lil Woody and Young Thug, with her being the godmother of one of Young Thug's, of someone who's related to Young Thug. I mean, it's just wild out here. So Javi, let me know what you think. And if you want to call in at any point this week, I would love to hear your thoughts, man. This is crazy. Let me see what else y'all are saying. Javier LaFleur said Kayla is kind of cute though. Shout out to Kayla. All right. What does Mixed Chick Samantha say? She says, considering Tay got deleted, she needs to stop. Yeah, that's a great point. She's in Houston. Woody is in ATL. Mm-hmm. Yep. Javier LaFleur said her live stream popped up on my YouTube algorithm the other day. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. Mixed Chick Samantha says Phaedra is an Atlanta housewife. Okay, I don't know who that is. I'll have to look it up. Wow. Javier LaFleur said, I'll inbox you a date this week, short days this week, but I gotta go. See y'all. Shout out to Javier M. Bailey II up in here. So he said he's gonna stop by. Yeah, anytime, man. Anytime you want to stop by. All right, so now we got to move forward a little bit. So we're gonna skip over some of this. She brings up some other YouTubes on the channel. She starts talking about some of the transcripts and things that were going on in the case. And then I want to skip ahead to this this minute and 28 mark, because it really starts to get interesting here. So y'all check this out. And again, we've got over 300,000 people in here. Thank y'all for the 100 likes on the video. I see y'all, man. Salute to everybody who's liking the video. Let me see if I want to move this over a little bit. So let me do it this way. Here we go. And again, thank y'all for liking the video. If we could we just get 50 more likes? So that way we can at least get to 50% of y'all liking the video. I would appreciate it. YouTube likes to see that ratio of that ratio of 50% likes to views. So if y'all could, please make sure you like the video if you haven't yet. We're gonna go ahead and get to this next section. So this is where things start to get interesting. So I mentioned to y'all how while Kayla was doing a lot of these live streams and interacting with some of the people who were calling in and talking about some of the things that were going on, I knew usually the longer you let somebody talk, I don't care who it is or what it's about, the longer you just let them talk or the longer they talk, the sooner the truth comes out, especially when it's about a specific subject. Now, Kayla starts to get into reviewing this transcript with a couple other YouTubers. Y'all see Cat Not Williams up there in the middle, and then Talk That Law. Talk That Law is actually the first person who ever interviewed Kayla on YouTube. And she starts to talk about some of the things that went on during the events of the transcript. And then she starts to give a little bit of background information into maybe why she was brought onto this case in the first place. All right, so y'all check some of this out. It's
for Daly's making this
very
point.
interesting.
It says a lot. It speaks volumes that you have to be concerned that someone getting the impression that you don't like them could impact a client.
Yeah, Cat Not
But
Williams.
it is
Y'all
what
go
it
check
is.
her out.
And, there's nothing for me to, expose. Everything's been exposed. There's nothing more that I know. People are like, oh, you're with I've exposed everything that I can expose.
I don't believe it.
And also I want people to understand that even though Judge Glanville says he has no interest in pursuing the matter anymore, my motion to quash is still outstanding. And the new judge, Judge Cross, who has been assigned to hear the motion to recuse, has put out an order that the state has to provide a written response to my motion.
Yes.
So there's still a possibility that, someone could hear or see something that I'm doing and believe that, hey, what really happened? And then I'm back in a precarious situation. I don't think I've done anything. I know I have not done anything wrong, but what you guys have to understand is
Y'all
that
see again, the truth comes out. She said, I don't think I've done it. I know I haven't done anything wrong. Kayla, come on now. Come on, Kayla. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna let her
when
talk.
your bar license and your ability to practice and your reputation is at the hand of another person, you have to humble yourself. And if you can't humble yourself, then anything goes.
And then I've got a question. So Kimberly Brown is asking, was Miss Love in the room the whole time? Because it looks like from the transcript that she swaps out of there when Hilton comes in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened.
She swapped out.
Mm-hmm. And for people saying that, I am with the state, I'm 100%. If I was with the state, why would I sit down with the defense? And like I say, someone else definitely gave them a nudge.
Wait. All right, y'all were killing me in the comments saying, no, she said she wasn't the mole. She said she didn't say anything. What did she just say? She said, a lot of people are out there saying I was working with the state. If I was working with the state, why would I sit down with the defense? She already said it. The words are out there. You can't take it back. Now, interestingly enough, we're going to get into her background some, but Kayla Bumpus actually worked for the state or the district attorney's office at some point during her career here in Atlanta. All right. Right here in Fulton County. She mentioned she worked with ADA Love. She worked with ADA Hilton. She didn't know ADA Hilton as much. And she actually worked for the gentleman who was Fonnie Willis before Fonnie was Fonnie Willis, basically, before she was the district attorney. All right. So she has some background there. All right.
Sit down with the defense. And, like I say, someone else definitely gave them a nudge about what happened. But there is no part of me that denies that I sat down with them and gave them a legal perspective, a defense attorney perspective as to what happened in that meeting. And I don't think that they would have had the information that they had without me. However, I can't lie and say I was the first person because I was in the courtroom protecting my halfway in, halfway out client.
So what she's saying is, okay, I told them the information, which is what I've been saying. We know because she didn't tell anybody anything. She didn't say I wasn't the one who leaked the information. What she's saying is that she's not the first person to say it. And again, I mentioned this in past videos. People were saying, no, she said she didn't say anything. I said, no, she did not say she didn't say anything. The only thing she said was people can believe what they want to believe. And I wasn't the first one who said something. So y'all listen to this again, because again, she's a smart, very smart woman. She knows what she's saying. She knows words have meanings. You got to listen carefully to what she says, the words that she
the
uses.
state has to provide a written response to my motion. So there's still a possibility that, someone could hear or see something that I'm doing and believe that, hey, what really happened? And then I'm back in a precarious situation. I don't think I've done anything. I know I have not done anything wrong, but what you guys have to understand is that when your bar license and your ability to practice and your reputation is at the hand of another person, you have to humble yourself. And if you can't humble yourself, then, anything goes.
And then I've got a question. So Kimberly Brown is asking, was Miss Love in the room the whole time? Because it looks like from the transcript that she swaps out of there when Hilton comes in.
That's what happened.
She swapped out.
Mm-hmm.
It gets better, y'all. It gets more interesting. We'll keep going.
And, for people saying that, I am with the state, I'm 100%. If I was with the state, why would I sit down with the defense? And, like I say, someone else definitely gave them a nudge about what happened. But there is no part of me that denies that I sat down with them and gave them a legal perspective, a defense attorney perspective as to what happened in that meeting. And I don't think that they would have had the information that they had without me. However, I can't lie.
Again, okay, so she's saying, basically what she's saying is, there was somebody else who said, hey, I just saw Lil Woody and somebody else come out of the chambers. And then whoever approached her from the defense, I don't know if it was Brian Steele, I don't know if it was Mr. Weinstein, I don't know who it was. They said, hey, Kayla, we heard about the secret meeting. We know it happened. What happened in that meeting? And Kayla said, oh yeah, I'll tell you all about it. This is what she just said. He said, yeah, I'll tell you all about it. I'll give you all the information from a defensive side. Here's what happened. So they brought him in here and they never talked to him with his lawyer. They waited until Melnick went outside. This is how I'm seeing it from this side. And then she just blah, 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 just gives them all of this information. And she's admitting that, but she's saying, I'm not the one who told them the meeting happened. Now, I don't care about this, and I'm glad she did it. But again, this is why I said to y'all, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying this. When she said people can just believe whatever they want to believe, it was clear from everything that she said in her motion that she filed, to everything that we saw in the transcript, to everything that Judge Glanville said in court before that she was very heavily involved in specific information about this meeting being given to the defense.
I didn't say I was the first person because I was in the courtroom protecting my halfway in, halfway out client.
Wow.
And you know what was also very concerning to me, which I don't think I've told anybody this, is that when I went into the courtroom on Tuesday when I was summoned back at 9:30, the first thing I said is, I need to talk to Mr. Copeland. And it's so crazy to me. This is something I 100% did not agree with, is the state, and it wasn't Simone and it wasn't Adrian, but the prosecution team tells me, you're not his attorney. You can't talk to him. Just like that. And I say, well, what am I doing here? And they kept me away from Woody the whole morning prior to him coming in the courtroom. As soon as he steps foot in the courtroom, before he gets on the stand, he goes, where's Kayla? And I'm sitting right there because at this point, I refuse to sit where the attorney sit. I refuse to sit anywhere near the prosecution. And I'm sitting with the family and the regular people because that's the only people I trust in the courtroom at that point.
Yeah, and then people are going to make something out of that too, but...
Yeah, I've never heard that before. That's strange.
Yeah. And so then I'm like, well, why am I here if I can't talk to him? So he comes in the court, he's like, I need to talk to Kayla. Because now everybody is confused.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, something ain't right about that.
And then
keeping you away from your own client.
You're not released. And I'm like, well, they saying I can't talk to him. He's saying I'm not released. What is going on?
Yeah.
I would say and obviously there are things in the affidavits that are a little bit more specific, but at that point, I would imagine someone who's had a lot of experience in the courtroom could put two and two together that possibly the witness plans to lie on the stand, and that's why the attorney is halfway in, halfway out. That's why Kayla Bumpus is halfway in, halfway out.
Well, and if you go back and you look at the transcripts, Woody told them that he was going to lie. He said, he basically said in the transcripts, am I allowed to lie on the stand? So I can say whatever I want to. If I lie on the stand, am I going to get in trouble? And then Ms. Hilton said, well, I mean, you technically can't lie, but you have to tell the truth as you know it. So if you're saying that something you're telling me is the truth as you know it, and you're saying that the sky is red when you previously said before that the sky is blue, then that's going to be a whole different situation. Lil Woody's going to say, okay, well, I'll just say that I don't recall then.
So every time I hear a little bit more, I'm like, why is Glanville so focused on thinking who told and that the who may have been Kayla, when it could have been apparent on its face to any of the attorneys sitting in the room, just to make an educated guess that this ex parte meeting was about exactly what it was about.
But and you know what's also crazy is that I had not spoken to Woody over the night, but when he pulls me, he says I need to talk to Kayla. He knew everything that was going on, and he was not there. Someone had already told him, "Look, this is what's happening."
Dang.
And yes, if Attorney Steele subpoenas me for anything, I will testify.
Yeah, and I think Woody feels the same way. Woody's ready to give the defense anything that they want.
Is saying to set up a Cash App, buy a coffee, and a PayPal. Her Cash App is in the little like sign on her name right now, because she can't monetize it. I'm sure you'll get the invitation to monetize as soon as the stream is done, because you should hit 4,000 hours. You need 4,000 hours of watch time to be able to monetize. But
yeah, and if y'all want to support Kayla as well, again, I'll drop the link to her YouTube channel, and I'll put her Cash App and all the information in the description of this video too.
Get it as soon as this is done. It's been enough people in here.
Okay,
But
what do you guys want to know about in the transcript specifically?
All right, here's where it starts to get good.
So I will ask this. So did the state relay to Woody that he had full immunity from state and federal prosecution?
That's definitely in there.
Right.
Put in statute of limitation. Cat.
Oh yeah,
Statute.
it was like two parts. He called that out.
Yeah, we talked about
and
this.
I found
as well.
that weird because first they were saying, okay, you have immunity, so you're good to go. But I think we passed it.
And also,
Where
Woody
did
even
he
calls it out. He
respond?
says, "It's no immunity for murder. I mean, it's no statute of limitations for murder."
Right. And my thing is, if he
calls that out.
There we go, right there.
Okay. And also, let me see, like murder. Yeah, don't. Yeah. It was another one where she was explaining like the 4-year statute of limitations for state crimes and 5 years for federal crimes. And, you know, if she gave him immunity and her immunity supposedly covered all of his transactions, whether it's state or federal, why is she then turning around telling him about the statute of limitations being 4 years and 5 years if that immunity supposedly covered all? So I think they really.
Yeah, and we talked about this in the past video, even when we were reviewing the transcript, how everything that Lil Woody was being told by, well, not everything, but when it comes to specifically to his immunity, what Judge Glanville and what ADA Hilton were saying to Lil Woody was a lie. It wasn't true. And you can see where he was catching some of the things they were saying about if there's some type of independent evidence that comes out, then maybe possibly there could be a case brought against him by the state or federal, but everything that was covered under his immunity was because of the statute of limitations, blah, blah, blah. And we even talked to our resident attorney, Javier M. Bailey II, several weeks ago. And I mentioned this to him. I said, hey, when Lil Woody mentioned on the stand that he gave someone money to buy a gun for him, that is a federal crime. And we talked about it. I said, is that something that the feds could go after him for? And he said, yes. He said, yes, that's something that they could easily go after him for, even with this type of immunity that he received. So Judge Glanville and ADA Hilton were trying to dance around the subject, you could see, to get Woody to testify. But as we know, and as we have been able to see and find out from not only legal professionals, but just from reading the transcript, that they were being very misleading in this case.
He had him confused.
Yeah, shout out to everybody watching too.
When they were just throwing all these words around at him at one time. I think it was at the top.
Fast forward a little bit.
Graph where they were not long paragraphs where they were describing it.
She said, you cannot be prosecuted for anything you testify federally or statewide. Immune, period.
Oh, sorry.
And then she goes on to quote the statute of limitations. The federal statute of limitations is 5 years.
Yeah, it's messed
I
up.
want to say something about this when you're done. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'll wrap it up. Okay, yeah, 5 years, and then the and then the statute of limitation for anything statewide is 4 years. If he's completely immune, he has immunity, then why are you saying that he cannot be prosecuted because of the statute of limitations? So clearly, her immunity doesn't cover as much as she led on to Woody.
Wake up, Kayla.
Yeah, people are
She's reading
asking
the
how
comments.
come I didn't say anything. And so my position there was I'm not going to get into an argument and making a record that's clouded with Simone or Adrian or anyone. But there were several off the record moments where I discussed, hey, this is what they're saying, this is what's true, this is what's not true, what you want to do. And that,
yeah, and I mentioned this before. Kayla, in my opinion, she did a really good job explaining and helping Lil Woody understand why they were in this ex parte meeting, what would happen if he were to take certain steps. She even did a great job of bringing back up the fact that they mentioned, what was it? I believe the phrase was independent evidence and what that means when it applies to Lil Woody testifying. So I think she did a good job explaining everything to him. The transcript doesn't necessarily show her taking him line by line, but there were several breaks to where her and Woody talked and went back and forth about certain things. So I'm going to give her that one for sure.
That is my role as a lawyer. My role is not to say, hey, stop giving my client legal advice, because she can do whatever she wants to do. You know, it's just a matter of, okay, once they got the room, now it's me and you. And I can give you the real. But that doesn't need to be on the transcript because that's between me and my client.
I agree.
Yeah.
And just to this question, you know, but I honestly, this is what's most alarming to me is that, you know, when I go back and I look at these replays, it just seems like, you know, Love is just like making all these faces and writing all these notes and just doing all this stuff. And it seems like it is off. Something is wrong.
I didn't realize I was muted. When they were fighting over the
bit.
microphone, I was laughing so hard. I made a little tiny.
Kayla, your God. How do I do this? Somebody says, Kayla, your godson and Young Thug being related, true or no? If not, if he not, why just not say no? Well, this is my first time being asked, so when did I get a chance? Yes, that is my godson. Noah is my godson. Next.
Okay. Come on.
Wow. So now we're hearing that that's crazy. That's crazy. So she's gonna talk about it a little more, but her godson is related to Young Thug. What? Crazy.
They said it in my chat last night.
He's my godson. I posted a picture of him in the I posted a picture of him.
Thank y'all for 200
but
likes.
I don't understand how that has anything to do with anything.
I mean, that's a little bit to do with something. It's not nothing. It is an interesting point, though.
And, you know, people keep asking, you know, somebody just said that's why they thought I'd be the one to tell the truth. But, I mean, I don't think that anyone thinks I did not tell the truth. I definitely told the truth. It's just when I had the opportunity to do so. And it's not one of those things where I don't think anybody realizes. I don't think anybody realizes. Kat, post this. Just show everybody my godson. I don't think people realize. I texted to you. I don't think people realize how much stress I was under after that meeting. I don't think people realize we were in there for 2 hours, and I was under just as much stress and pressure as Woody, just as much.
I don't. Stop the cap. I disagree 1,000%. to say that to me, I think was a big disrespect to Lil Woody. You're not the one whose life is in danger. You're not the one who's going to have to go back to jail. You're not the one who has to decide or didn't have a decision or had their rights taken away because they had forced immunity. So, I mean, I hear what Kayla's saying, and this is probably I'm probably just being petty at this point, but no, that's not true. Lil Woody had his whole family at stake. He has his whole life at stake. And you're a lawyer. You're supposed to be there understanding and be there for your client. And he's still having trouble understanding and knowing and realizing what's going on in this situation. So I'm sure it was stressful for Kayla, but at the end of the day, Woody had her back and was like, hey, I'm just going to fire you and you get to go home. That's a wild statement right there.
As much.
When he said it too, he was like, I'm just done with it.
Y'all are funny in the chat. Oh man.
Hold on, let me open this picture in a separate window.
Yeah, I don't want to show the picture of the kid on here. So let me see if I can move it. I don't want to show kids on this live stream. So let them finish talking and see what Kayla has to say.
What who says this? This is my baby, y'all.
We want to leave the kids out of it.
Got him.
So they're showing a picture of Kayla with her
that's why
godson.
he'll tell you he's handsome too.
I say some of these like questions that people do have in the speculation, it's just like, if some conspiracy theory is true, does that make this ex parte meeting okay? No. Like,
that's a good point by Kat.
What other thing we tack on to anything? Oh, Kayla's sitting somewhere in the courtroom. Should she be sitting over here instead? Well, does that change the ex parte meeting? Having, Brady issues, Giglio issues. Like, no, it doesn't change that at all.
Yeah, and Kat
what was the conversation on camera that the judge referred to? That is like
Kat makes
like
a good
I told
point.
you guys, I was the very first place I went. I wish you guys could have saw me. Like I was so stressed out
down.
in that meeting. I was stressed out. So I knew he was stressed out too. And I think that's the part that isn't fair to me, is that people don't understand what I went through in that meeting. No, it's not about me, but
yeah, we don't want to hear this. Shout out to Kayla. I mean, that's your job, Kayla. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear about police officers complaining how their job's stressful. I don't want to hear about a lawyer who's saying, oh, it's so stressful. I know Lil Woody was stressed, but okay, fine. Like, you're stressed. All of our jobs are stressful. Anyway, we're going to keep it moving. But I think Kat, not Williams, makes a great point. This is really, all this extra stuff is fun, but we have to get down to what got us here. Was this meeting okay? Was this meeting allowed? Was it wrong? And the answer is yes, yes, yes. Now, the important part about this, though, and again, I hate this for Kayla. Y'all have seen in several instances, whether that's her not answering the question in past interviews or here on her own live stream, where she has said, I gave information about the meeting. There's a video of her talking to someone on the defense side after the meeting. She mentions that in this video as well. So is that going to be an issue when it comes up to her hearing? Because she said several times, yeah, I gave information. But if they have that point to reference where they could say, this is where the information leaked out, and then there's some ghost random person who leaked the information before her, if they're not able to show proof of that, then she might be the one holding the bag. And she continues to give the prosecution and give Judge Glanville more ammo by talking about it on YouTube and saying it and going in more depth. So I hate this for her. I hope this doesn't come back to hurt her in some way, because I don't want her to, I want her to have a good career. I want her to be successful. I want her to do well on YouTube. I just hope that she goes back and looks at some of this and sees ways that she can maybe move away from possibly incriminating herself in some way, because yeah, I don't want to see her. I don't want to see her lose everything that she's worked so hard for. So y'all let me know what you think. This case just continues to get crazier and crazier. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. And we've got over 350,000 people up in here. And thank you to all 200 plus of y'all that liked the video. So we've got more that we're going to cover in this case tomorrow. I know I mentioned to y'all, we've got this live stream that Kayla did with Cat Not Williams and Lil Woody, where they talked a lot more about some of the things that are going on with the case. We also have Young Thug's sister that Kayla did a live stream with as well. I mean, it's the wild, wild west right now in Fulton County, and we're going to be here for it. We're going to be covering it, and I'm going to give y'all some more information on what's going on. But let me see what the chat is saying. Y'all had a lot to say about that last subject. Get Black With Me says, I told you she outlived her usefulness. Why would she keep running her mouth? What good is having a bar card if no one wants to hire you? Dang, y'all are done with Kayla, man. Mar is up in here. Shout out and salute to Mar for stopping by. He says she's always admitted to talking to the defense. She never said that she did not talk to the defense. Yes. I agree with you there, but she didn't say what she said in this live stream, to where she was like, I gave them all this information about the meeting. She hadn't said that before. Before, she was saying, oh, well, my lawyers, they probably don't want me to talk about it. They're going to kill me if I talk about it. And I'm just trying to keep things under wraps right now. I'm sure her representation is dying seeing all of this, but hey, she's still going. So maybe she got the okay. I could be wrong. Shout out to Michelle in here. She said she confirmed what someone told Steele. I get what you're saying. We've got a lot of evidence that Kayla was the one that leaked the information, including her being caught on video and her saying on live stream, live in 4K, that she was the one that leaked the information. This story that y'all are talking about, do we have evidence to that? Because if not, everything's going to point to Kayla. That's what I'm saying. But hey, I'm not an attorney, so I'm just a guy talking about it. Get Black With Me says, oh, let me do this real quick. All right, here we go. Get Black With Me says, Love and Hilton will probably report her to the Bar Association after all these online appearances. Ooh, there definitely could be. I could see a complaint being filed, but are they going to take it that far? Are they that petty? I don't know. I mean, she really hasn't said anything bad about them, so I don't know if they'd be the ones to do it, but I could see somebody doing it. Michelle says she's just all entangled. She hangs out with Thug's sister. She is also Thug's sister's Dora's godmom. Yep, we just talked about that and played the clip for you. Mixed Chick Samantha says she wasn't the first, but they wouldn't have got all the information without me. Samantha's got it. She hears what I'm hearing. It's wild, man. I can't imagine being on YouTube talking like this as I'm involved in the case. I was even nervous to talk about, I think I mentioned, I don't know, y'all could probably go back and find it. I mentioned a little piece of information from an indictment that I was handling while I served on a grand jury. And I told the story about what was going on in the indictment, and I was nervous about that. I'm like, dang, should I be talking about this? Because they definitely said, hey, you know, these indictments, you know, you're not supposed to be taking home your notes from the indictments and such and such and such. So I was like, dang, I was nervous, and I'm not even a lawyer. I mean, I don't know what's the worst thing that could happen to me, but I'm sure it's not anywhere near what could happen to Kayla. Michelle says, I think she told Thug's sister, and that's how Steele knew. Oh. Because she said she called Dora and told her to come to the courthouse. Uh-oh. Michelle said, I ain't mad she got the word out. Yeah, me either. Especially the meeting shouldn't have taken place. But we don't care about that part. I know Judge Glanville does, though. But he might not have any say in it. Get Black With Me says, quite frankly, she don't know who she is talking to. She doesn't know Cat Not Williams from a can of paint, but she out here running her mouth, shaking my head. Oh, man. And Denise is in here, says, are you a lawyer? Oh, no, I'm not a lawyer. She said I'm making money off of her. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm a content creator. What you talking about? Shout out to Denise, though. Thanks for stopping by. Mar says, ClassE an attorney? No, I'm not. I'm just, I love learning about and understanding the law. And I mean, I've spent some time, a very brief period working the legal system. And that's what made me interested in a lot of these, a lot of the things that go on when it comes to the legal system. And now with it being my guy, Young Thug, definitely had to talk about it. Mixed Chick Samantha says, I heard someone ask the question regarding how did the state get federal immunity? I wonder how they got federal immunity too. Yeah, I would hope more information comes out about that. But I mean, at the end of the day, Woody is, he's okay for now. But he said some things on the stand that made me nervous for him, which I've mentioned in other videos. Get Black With Me says, maybe adequate talking about Kayla's performance as a lawyer, but she cannot do a good job in less than an hour. It's a good point. Steph Love says, Kayla has everything to do with it. It makes you YSL, Kayla. Oh my God. Shout out to YSL Kayla. I'm sure she doesn't mind the title. I'm sure she doesn't mind the title. She's going to be under more stress if she keeps running her mouth. Dang, God dang. Katrina is up in here. Shout out to Katrina. Something seems off about all of this. This whole thing is amazing. Amy says she's making it about her. Yeah, she says Kayla says she was stressing, which I believe, but come on now. Come on. She's not being forthright about something that's so inappropriate to me. Gigi says she is scraping and scrambling. Get Black With Me says, how can that negatively affect her is what I think he meant to say when the meeting wasn't supposed to take place. Ooh. It's a good point. That's a good point. Mars says, I'm not sure why she's even talking about it. Me either. If she keeps talking, that is when she'll probably incriminate herself or someone else. I mean, she's already said she was holding back. And if you look in the past interviews that we covered, she was holding back. She said, I don't want to talk about the mall. I really don't want to say anything. My representation doesn't want me to speak on it. Now, I mean, she is letting it all out. She said, yeah, I went to the defense and I told them, hey, you know, from a defense standpoint, this is what I saw in that meeting. But, and I gave them all this information about what went on, what was said. But, you know, I wasn't the first one to say it. Like, come on. KB actually said they already knew. Steele already knew. She said it wasn't her at all. Yeah, but again, we've got a lot of proof and evidence that she was the one that told somebody. I don't know what evidence we have that Brian Steele already knew. And that's my problem. And shout out to the creative experience. That's my thing about it. Because, I mean, this is all going to hang on if her motion to quash doesn't gets denied. Because if it doesn't get denied, then it's not a big deal. It doesn't matter because she's not going to have to go to that hearing. But if she wasn't supposed to talk about that meeting and Judge Glanville is still upset because that meeting was leaked and she was the one who leaked it, then that's what we're really talking about. But at the end of the day, I don't think anything's going to come of it. I just think it's funny that she's like, oh, I wasn't the mole, but I gave them all the information. Lawyerese, man. It's a funny thing. Mar says she's trying to be a content creator, more money on YouTube. Hey, tell them about it, Mar. Mar knows what's up. Yeah. If she wants to come on YouTube and is tired of working those 12, 14-hour days, come on over, Kayla. We're going to be here to support you. Amy said ClassE is just very smart. Shout out to Amy. I try. I'm learning just like y'all are learning. Oh Lord, K Cooper's in the building. What's up, K Cooper? Bag chasers up. Y'all show some love to K Cooper. She says Kayla wasn't the mole. She was, yeah. I mean, I guess we can agree that she wasn't the mole, but she definitely gave the defense as much information as they needed. Shout out to K Cooper over here, came over here from my guy Anton Daniels' channel, man. Shout out to Anton. Get Black With Me says, remember, she was trying to get us to wait until her live. Oh, so you're saying she was holding on, you're saying she was withholding information during those interviews because she wanted to do it on her own channel? Hey, if that's the case, if that's what you're saying, smart. All right, let me see. Nobody wants to call in and give their thoughts. Y'all are just chilling. All right, so I think, let's see, what did Amy send? K Cooper said, yep, get your bag, Kayla. All right, I'm not mad at it at all. What did Amy send me? She sent me a TikTok. And what is this TikTok? Let me see. What is this? Oh, it's got music in it. YouTube's not gonna. Oh. I'm not playing this. There's a kid in it. I hate when people show kids. I'm not trying to show kids on here. But yeah, she's got a TikTok that she made with her and she's dancing. Okay, Amy. Point well taken. I'm sure Smokey is gonna ask you for that one so he can see what's up, because he was trying to see what Kayla was working with over there. Hey yo. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. We're gonna get up out of here. Thank you again to everybody who watched and showed love. Make sure y'all tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have another episode of the Song of the Night Live, Season 9, Episode 2. So if y'all want a chance to hear some dope music and an opportunity to win some cash and a brand new short 55 SH microphone, make sure you tune into the show tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shout out to Zoe for subscribing too. I appreciate you. And thank you to all the new timers who stopped by the show as well. We're gonna be back tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna cover the live stream that Lil Woody did on his YouTube channel. Oh my god! And then we'll see what Kayla had going on, talking with Young Thug's sister as well, because I'm sure there's a lot to go over there. But make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anytime we go live or dropping a video. We're dropping 2 videos every single day, and we're also going live every single day as well, twice a day. So y'all don't want to miss out. We're going crazy over here. Shout out to Kate Cooper in here. Said, glad I finally found your channel. Yep. Shout out to the Bag Chasers too. I appreciate y'all. And I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. All right. You know what to do. Keep growing, keep pushing, keep it classy. We gone. Peace. Crazy stuff, man. Kayla, you got to chill. Chill, Kayla.
We're real strong people. We can do anything. We can't be worried about what they say. My brother, my sister, just believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself.
Since everything starts with self, let me hold this mirror up and take a look at myself. Before I judge you, I gotta check myself. And I come to find out that that's good for my health, right? Change your mind and watch the whole body follow. So you won't hear me talking about I'm hitting you with hollows. I can't do it, got plans for tomorrow. And I ain't trying to bring my seeds no type of sorrow. Wait, cause fake rappers do fake-ish. I mean, most of basic get replaced quick. I'll never sacrifice my soul. Truth is, so I might never get 1 million records sold. But that's cool, cause I'm good with the creator. He nurtured my thoughts, so I present you with verbal flavor. You never listen to what no haters say. We pray for them, but we gon' move it this way. We moving forward, y'all.
We can do anything. We can't be worried about what they say. My brother, my sister, just believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself.
I feel like George Floyd, yo, I can't breathe. It's hard to conceive on why they wanna kill we. I think they wanna break our spirit. The youth won't hear it. We die over Lucy's, cops scared to quit it. I send my love to Eric Gardner's family, cause them pigs went and took away somebody's daddy. Sands with Bland, Trayvon Martin, Ahmaud Arbery. The world sees what's happening. Yeah, so in the midst of our hardest pain, we believe in ourselves and face our darkest days. You know, they be mad when we come together. So after the protest, stick together. Take the pledge. I will fight but won't kill a brother. Cause I can't take your life if you are my brother. So I'ma send you love, not one shell casing. Believe in yourself and change our situation.
Yeah. Believe in your skin.